Home game of the 2019-2020 season. We are here for the debut of the York Dukes basketball team welcoming in the new year. Two gentlemen beside me, Brendan Wright and Zach Sutter. Boys, exciting basketball team last year. What are you looking forward to this year?
I mean, obviously hurts to lose a lot of seniors, but I think this year, like any other year, we go out there and every guy on the team wants it more than the guy they're across from, so I'm looking forward to that, like always.
Brennan, same question goes to you. Exciting team last year. What does this team have to do this year to get it done?
I'm honestly really just excited to see what this team can do overall. Like they got a lot to live up to and the names in front of them, but I'm just going to shout out my boy Jeffrey Grace. I see a lot of potential in him, as well as Nate Shockey. They both have big opportunities and big things to prove this year. So overall, I see a good season coming.
These two guys, if this whole stadium can match the enthusiasm of these two gentlemen on either side of me, the Dukes will get it done tonight. Home court advantage is the name of the game. Gentlemen, appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Appreciate your time. Roll Dukes, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we welcome you to tonight's broadcast and production of York Dukes basketball on YSN. I am Gavin Hughes. This is the York Duke pregame show, and we welcome you in to tonight's segment. LT comes into the ball game at 3-1. York, or at 3-0. York comes in at 3-1. Finish number two in their Thanksgiving tournament. If you look at how it stacks up, York is a pretty good basketball team. Nate Shockey had 22 points in the final game of their Thanksgiving tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, this one matches up to be a pretty good one, and we can't wait to bring you along. Joining me on tonight's broadcast, we welcome Dane Emmerich, Dylan Stockwell, and AJ Switek, and we can't wait to bring you aboard. This is something that we've been waiting for. We can't wait to do it. Guys, we welcome you in to tonight's broadcast. I tell you what, this is an exciting one. Tonight, the pick out is for the Annular Gear Foundation. Terrific cause, tremendous cause. We're gonna flip the script. We go and we start with the college football playoff. Gentlemen, your top four, starting with Dylan, go ahead.
I have LSU at 1, Ohio State at 2, Clemson at 3, and Georgia at 4. AJ, I have a question for you. Do you see a Big 12 team get into the playoff? And if so, what path does Baylor have to take to sneak in at 4?
I absolutely see a Big 12 team making the top 4. Based off what we've seen this season, Baylor could be one of 3 teams to beat every team on their schedule. That's hard to do, and it's hard to keep a Baylor team out who's beat every team on their schedule. Winner of the Big 12 Conference Championship gets in. What do you think, Dane?
I'm gonna stick with LSU at 1, Ohio State at 2, Clemson 3, and Oklahoma State beating Baylor to take the 4th spot.
I'm going to agree, and I appreciate you saying Baylor's in there. However, I'm going to have to disagree. I think in my opinion, I think one is going to go Ohio State. I mean, that strength of schedule is just next to none. Then it goes LSU. Joe Burrow in that LSU offense is next level. And then I think goes Clemson. Dabo Swinney, the biggest favor the committee did for them was put them at 5. That wakes up a team like that, especially with Dabo Swinney. And at 4, I'm going with Oklahoma and the Oklahoma Sooners. Jalen Hurts and the Oklahoma Sooners. Dylan, can you disagree with that? Let's say Wisconsin beats Ohio State in Indianapolis. Is Ohio State and LSU, are they a lock for the college football playoff?
I agree. I think Ohio State and LSU are a lock. They've shown that they are the 2 best teams in the country by far, and I don't think a loss in the conference championship kicks them out.
Here's my thing with Ohio State. I think they're both locks just due to their strength of schedule. But if Ohio State gets routed by Wisconsin 20+, I don't think you can call any team a lock at any point in the season. We've seen every season have a different twist. Even though they have great strength of schedule, great teams, I mean, anything can happen, and that's why this is college football.
I'm going to stick with LSU and Ohio State being the only 2 locks to the playoffs, only because they're the only 2 undefeated teams in that top range.
All right, our final question regarding college football. Gentlemen, your pick for the Heisman Trophy. I'll start first. I'm going with Joe Burrow, quarterback of OSU. Dylan?
I agree with Gavin. I have Joe Burrow as my Heisman.
I just can't agree, man. I think it's hard to keep a quarterback out who's thrown 30 touchdowns and ran for 15. The only quarterback who's ever done that who didn't win the Heisman is Ellinger, and that's because he had different issues. I got Hurts all the way. He's going to put on a show in the playoff if they make it, and it's going to be hard to keep Hurts out of the Heisman.
I'm going to go with Joe Burrow only because he's proved everything
to where he can be. He's proved everything to show that he can be the Heisman.
Agreed. And gentlemen, we now turn to the reason we're here. York LT tonight. York 3-1, LT 3-0. One runner-up in their holiday tournament, the other at 3-0. You look at it, does York win tonight's ball game, or does LT come in here and get it done?
I have the Dukes winning 57-51. I think the Dukes win because I don't think LT has shown that they can be a team like York. They haven't really played any powerful teams yet like us, so I got the Dukes.
Yeah, I think if you look at LT's strength of schedule, they play nobody. I've got the Dukes all the way here. We're putting up 57-32. I got a blowout with Nick Hesh going off. Nate Shockey putting up 30. It's going to be a great game for the Dukes.
I want to say Dukes 47-41, only because the first 3 games from LT, they've only allowed 41 points a game, and that's why I think it'd be more of like a low starting game.
Gentlemen, we all say York for tonight's ball game. I think this place can see the advantage that the home court brings, and we're going to stick to it. Our final picks for tonight, you got York. Dylan, you got York. Eric, you got York. Dane's got York. Eric told me he had York earlier. Gentlemen, I think it's time. I think it's time. Hey! I want you. I'm saying Dukes by a lot, LT a little. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of York LT on YSN. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.